Hey everybody, welcome to The Dose. My name is Brian McIntosh. By now you know me well enough to know that I like things very simple. There's a lot of personal development programs out there that, are quite frankly very complicated. The 51-step process for personal development, right? The 411 laws of, leadership or whatever, right? I try to keep it as simple as I possibly can. Here's one philosophy you can carry with you. Show up. Right? And people go, what in the world does show up mean? Here's what show up means. Show up means several different things, but not the least of which is in the same context that you would use it when a professional football team or baseball team or your little league team or whatever gets completely annihilated by the competition, right? What do they say when a team goes in and gets completely blown out? Everybody goes, you know what? They didn't even show up today, right? Don't people say that, right? What about... people say, well, gosh, I sure hope that the defense shows up, right? Show up means be present, be involved, be engaged at the limits of your capability in whatever it is you're doing. Whether it's pursuing, sports, or whether it's financially, or in your business, or in your faith, or in your relationships, or in your marriage, or with your kids. Show up. Bring everything you've got to the fight. That's the first application. Here's the second application, show up. It means be a participant, for crying out loud. If you're a dads, show up, right? Be there for your kids. Spend time with your children, right? Husbands, wives, show up in your marriage. Do things for your spouse, right? Make time to be with your spouse, to spend time cultivating that relationship and growing that marriage. Guys, if you're the leader of an organization, show up. Provide leadership for that organization. Provide them the leadership that they wish they had. If you're in an organization, show up. Be at the trainings, get on the webinars, be on the conference calls, go to the events, be present in your business. Show up. That's the second thing that show up means. Here's the last application of show up as it applies to how you can use it as a philosophy in your life. To show up means to be involved at every level. So as an example, in my business, the network marketing business, we have some conference calls, we have some trainings, we have some live events. We have different things that we use as ways to keep people on track, keep them informed, keep them trained, keep them motivated, keep them excited, keep them up to date on what's going on with the company and that sort of thing. It's very, very obvious to me when people are not plugging in and showing up in the system that we've created for them, because they'll call me and ask me questions about things that I just covered on a training call the night before, or that were announced at the training when we were all together in whatever city, 3 weeks ago. Show up means plug in. Be involved. Right? If you're, if you're involved with a church, if you're a member of a church, and you're being relied upon to be a part of maybe the youth pastors, right? Show up. Be there. If you're in the Lions Club, show up to set up. Show up to break down. Show up to be there for the fundraising. If you are a coach of a Little League team, show up with all your energy and all your enthusiasm and all of your experience and your knowledge base, but mostly your passion. Show up means to bring it all with you, be present in the moment, and be there and be plugged in at every available opportunity. It means engaging your brain, your heart, your mind, your soul, and your body in whatever it is you're doing. If all you've taken away from the daily dose of all the messages we've ever talked about, if there's one that you can grab a hold of and just hang on to it and adopt it as a life philosophy, if there's one idea that you can grab a hold of to make the most difference for you in every area of your life, it's this. Show up. And that's the dose.